Good morning. Welcome to the Based Farm. Today, I've got a special treat for you guys. I'm going to show you this new chicken coop that I've been working on mostly by myself. A little bit of bound chicka wow wow early on in the video. Mostly been working on myself, but my girlfriend actually helped me with some of the finishing touches, mostly building that roosting bar on the inside. Which gives the birds a nice place to sleep. You know, chickens, their instinct is to get up off the ground so that they can get away from predators. Even though I would say this coop is pretty much predator proof at this point. So, you know, let's just get right into the design here. So all around this coop is a skirt, or at least that's what I call it, which is made out of, this here is 2 by 4 inch fencing that was cut, and then this is 1/2 inch hardware cloth to wrap it and make sure that, you know, a chicken can't get grabbed, because before I put the perch in, they like to kind of huddle up in the corners here. And this is, you know, the 2 by 4 fencing is enough to make sure that a chicken can't get out, but a raccoon could have reached its hand in and grabbed them, or a fox probably could have reached its snout in and grabbed them. So this way they're actually a bit safer, you know, wherever they choose to be in the coop. And like I said, with the perch, they tend to just go up on the perch at night now anyway. Now, this skirt can be lifted up. So fold the corners up here, which, so you see the skirt comes down and then it comes out. So pretty much if any predator wants to get in here, they're going to have to dig under. They still can kind of lift the skirt up, I guess, but that's going to be mitigated pretty soon once I get my gardening stakes in the mail. And then, you know, I'll just put stakes down like lengthways and widthways of the skirt to keep it locked into the ground. And at that point, the only thing that's really going to be able to get in there and, you know, pull those stakes out and stuff would be a human. And luckily, I don't think there's any humans around here that are going to try to do that. So anyway, fold the skirt up all the way around. You can see the whole length of the coop has this skirt going around it. And we're going to fold this up and let the birds out just temporarily, because another great thing about this coop design is lengthways, it's 10 feet. And, or I guess, you know, short ways, 10 feet. Long way is 16 feet. So the inside of this coop is 160 square feet. And as you can see, we'll just peek in real quick. They've got so much room in here, okay? These birds have more room for activities in their house than some city slickers that are living in studio apartments. So they love it. And the fact that they're laying eggs confirms that they love it, because I also got my first egg this morning. My first 100% Libre free and open source egg. So I'll take out some of these kind of temporary stakes that I'm using. And this was another thing that my girlfriend helped me with, getting this tarp over. I'll tell you, that was so difficult to try and do by myself. So, the reasoning for the tarp, the logic behind the tarp, is hens like to do their egg laying business in a dark place. So this back part is supposed to be the nesting area, and these are the little makeshift nest I gave them, which I guess they don't like too much because they actually ended up laying the first egg right over there between that nesting box and the back wheel. So that's something that probably got to do a little bit more engineering, you know, figure out what the ideal nesting box situation for the hens will be. What I'm probably going to end up doing is actually cutting out some of this wire and making a rollout nesting box or a rollaway nest box, because with a rollaway nest box, it's a little bit easier to get clean eggs. You know, when an egg comes out of a hen, it's actually very, very clean, but similar to how you know, women might poop after giving birth, the hen tends to poop after she lays an egg, and then that's how it gets dirty. And then of course, not to mention if it's in like a nest with dirty hay or anything like that, you know, if it lands on the ground like it did there, it can get a little bit of dirt on it. But anyway, the rollaway nesting boxes will be a future project that I'll be working on. Okay, fold this up. So yeah, with these corners here, you know, the idea is without them, a predator that's maybe a little bit smarter might go in a corner and start digging under here. And I mean, granted, this wheel here kind of blocks them too, but you know, that would be the path of least resistance. And a predator, especially an intelligent predator, is always gonna try to take the path of least resistance. So with this folding over like this, it's actually double protected in a way because there's two squares that fold over. So the path of least resistance would probably be right here. And this is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 20 inches that a fox or something would have to dig down and under to get up in that coop. And yeah, I just don't see that happening. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible and jinx it, but I don't think I'm going to really have a problem with predators digging into this coop, especially when I get garden stakes that can go around these rungs here and into the ground to really keep it locked down. You know, they might be able to kind of get under it and lift it up, but we're gonna hope that doesn't happen in the time that it takes for my gardening stakes to arrive in the mail. You know, everybody's so busy with ordering packages for Christmas and stuff that I guess it makes everything take a little bit longer to arrive. All right. So now, let's see, I think we could start folding this up. It looks like all the corners are up. Let me see, am I attached over here? Yes, I am. Okay, so now should be able to lift this up. And some of the birds are going to come out, which is fine. Let them have a little bit of free range time. So I don't think I mentioned this yet. You know, forgive me if I repeat stuff, but because I'm kind of tired today. Because this is 160 square feet on the inside, I really don't even have to free range the birds anymore. I I could probably keep up to 40 chickens in here without free ranging them. Now, the coop does have to get moved, which is, oh, look at that. We got some flappies going on. Yeah, this coop does have to get moved periodically. I've only got 13 chickens in there right now. There's 11 hens and 2 roosters in that coop. And over here, as a brief aside, is the rooster jail. This is where naughty roosters that attack the hens and knock over their feed bucket and do other kinds of rude things live. And yeah, you guys are gonna be going in the freezer soon. Well, that one there, that's Big Red. Pretty sure he's a Rhode Island Red, and I've got 5 Rhode Island Red hens, so I want to breed him together to get more reds, because reds are pretty good for egg production, and they don't go broody, which is generally a positive. You know, I figure incubators are probably more efficient than broody hens hatching out eggs anyway. But those other 3 guys, they will not breed, because I don't like them, especially that old English in the back who's trying so hard to avoid me. He's a pain in the butt. He attacks the hens. He's not a good guy. Neither is that white one. That white one's also very rude. He's known for attacking hens. Now, if you're curious how to keep roosters from fighting one another, I mean, I can't guarantee this will work for your roosters. These guys grew up together, so that's probably part of it, why they're not so hostile, but you gotta make sure they have plenty of food. I made the mistake of putting these guys together in a pen without giving them food, and it's not like I was starving them or anything. I hadn't fed them yet for the day, and they immediately started fighting. So these guys pretty much have a bottomless cracked corn buffet, and they also get moved every couple of days to fresh grass, so they get a fresh salad bar. And yeah, once I get my my plucker and my kill cones and a couple other things I need for, you know, sending these guys to rooster heaven, they'll be going there and probably start doing some fast cooking. And I don't know why you're coming over here to try to talk to these guys. This little hen is trying to visit the prisoners. Alright, so anyway, I'll get back to the other coop. There's still some hens in there. They don't want to leave. There's hens in there, and Mr. Blonde is also in there. What's the deal? You guys don't want a free range? That Americana might have been the one that laid the egg this morning because it was blue. I'm pretty sure they lay blue eggs. Alright, so let's get back to getting this thing moved. Actually, before I lift this part of the skirt up, I gotta pull these things here out. So I'll take out their feeder. Actually, I think I'm gonna permanently remove these feeders. I used to give them these little feeder trays. Are you the one who laid my egg? I know it wasn't you. Yeah, I used to give them these, but it's just, I feel like there's too much feed waste with this. You know, they drop too much feed on the ground. So I upgraded them to this hanging feeder tray. Even though I don't hang it, I just put it on the ground, but they don't, you know, they didn't knock it over like the roosters did. And look at this little hen here. Typical girls, they want to go hang out with the thugs until they start beating them up. And then they're like, oh no, why did it happen to me? All right, so Let's get their water out. We're gonna fill this up too. This is technically a turkey waterer, but you know, it works for chickens as well. And I think that holds 3 gallons of water, so don't really have to bother with it every single day. All right, let's get these out. These nesting boxes that y'all aren't even using. I tell you, you give them a nice place to nest and they just drop their egg right on the ground. Isn't that right? That's what you did. Another great thing about this tarp cover is it kind of has a bit of a greenhouse effect. You know, even though the sun doesn't completely shine through, it's definitely warmer back here. I'd say, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 degrees warmer under this tarp than, you know, out here where I guess you can feel the wind or whatever. I tell you, that girl over there is just being a tease. She is just being a tease. Hello, Miss Bardrock. When are we gonna get eggs from you? When are you gonna lay some eggs? No, and then the alpha rooster is gonna go over there and just rub in the fact that he's got all these hens. I guess Mr. Blonde does too, even though he doesn't actually do anything with the hens yet. He's my most immature rooster. He's the only one who doesn't crow. Look at him. Just being ridiculous. You already won the game, dude. You've got 11 girlfriends. You already won. Why do you gotta rub it in their faces? Goodness. And then there's that hen, little thought hen that loves getting mated. She might have been the one that laid the egg too. I think she might lay blue eggs. All right, so let me try to deal with this as intelligently as I can. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me tell you guys a little bit about this design. So the wood that I used is pressure treated 2x6s. Pretty sure I told you 10 foot wide, 16 foot long. This stuff here, this thick stuff, is hog paneling. So this stuff is 16 foot long and, you know, bent into this arch. And I forget how wide it is, but it's actually a little bit more efficient to use cattle panels, because I think they're the same price as hog panels, but they're a little bit wider. So these are hog panels, and you can tell by the staggering that they have with the openings. You know, so I think the idea is you put this towards the bottom so piglets can't get out, and this thicker stuff at the top obviously would keep hogs in. And then this, let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hog panels, and then this is a cattle panel, a little bit wider, and then that's wrapped in regular old poultry wire. Hello, Bardrock. You're just asking to get picked up right now. But yeah, that's wrapped in regular old poultry wire, and then, you know, it's held on with this is just some stainless steel wire. Miss, who are you roaring at? Who are you roaring at? Huh? I love chasing these little birds around. So yeah, this is, you know, just held on with some stainless steel wire, pressure treated wood. Now, there's a little bit of debate online. I don't think there's too much debate against using pressure treated wood these days because the chemicals that are used to treat it are really not that harmful. But generally, what I found from my research is if you're not using pressure treated wood for raised beds, like basically as long as it's not touching the ground, there's really not a huge risk with, or you know, if it's not going in the ground, get out of here. I don't want y'all filling up on spilled corn. You know, if your pressure treated wood isn't going in the ground and it's not touching the ground and stuff like that, then there's really no risk to your animals there. I don't even really see these guys pecking at the wood, so I don't think there's any chemical risk there. But leave your thoughts below. If you're a sneeder, if you're a city slicker, you'll be ignored. Leave your thoughts below on whether or not I should paint this, because I have barn paint, you know, organic barn paint that I could put on this. I'm just not really too sure if it's necessary. So yeah, we've got the 2x6s. This is a 6x4, and so are these. So the idea here is I'm probably gonna be nailing and poop, but I'll do it for you guys. So this is a swivel wheel. Okay, so you can kind of think of this Coop as a giant grocery, you know, shopping cart. It's got two swivel wheels and 2 straight wheels, and these are bolted in with galvanized lag screws. Okay, and so that's how this thing is portable, which you'll see in a moment. I actually feel like it's easier to move than that Coop, because that Coop I just got to drag it. Oh, look at that, one of the reds are getting mated. That's it. Loosen her up so she'll lay some eggs. That's a good boy. All right, what was I talking about? Yeah, so galvanized lag screws to attach the wheels, 2 swivel wheels in the front, and then this 2x6, or this 4x6 rather, is what it's attached to, and then this is attached with deck screws to the frame of the Coop. These wheels, I think from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the caster where it bolts in, is either 10 or 12 inches high. And so, of course, that's the reason why there's this skirt all around it, because obviously chickens can go in and out, and so could predators. And then for this perch, this is untreated pine wood, which I'm hoping is going to hold up. I mean, it's covered by the tarp, so I don't think it's really going to get a lot of water on it. Obviously chickens are going to sit on this and occasionally poop on it. You know, they'll get their dirty feet on it and stuff like that. But, you know, I can always build another one of these if need be. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rungs that they can perch on, and I actually think they like this one the most. This is like a more au naturel perch here, you know, just made out of a little tree branch. And then these are I think these were 2x4s that I rip cut twice, so I don't know, it's like a 2 by 1 1/3, I guess. I don't know, math is hard when you don't get a lot of sleep. And then it's rounded, so because you don't really want it to be a sharp corner, you know, like at the bottom it's kind of a sharp corner, and so it's harder for them to curl their little feet around. Okay, let's see if I can catch a bird to put on here. Come on, Barred Rock. Help me out with my demonstration. I tell you, these little dinos are quick. And this is not a very compliant Barred Rock. You know what? I'm gonna wait till the end of the video when I feed you guys. So anyway, this perch sits on this board in the middle, which was part of the purpose of this board is structural integrity. The other purpose is when I was building this thing, the frame, it was upside down at first so that I could put those wheels in easily. And then I couldn't flip it over because, you know, you'd pick up one corner and I could get it all the way over my head basically, while the other corner would still be on the ground. I didn't want it to have kind of that shearing, twisting force going on, so I just put that in the middle and then used that to flip it over. But decided to leave it because, you know, like I said, it adds more structural integrity to the coop, and it also gives their roosting ladder something to sit on so that it's not on the ground, which is also great since, like I said, this is not treated wood. And then I just drilled a hole in it at the end here and ran some more of that, I forget what gauge this is, but you know, ran wire through it and then attached it to the outside. Wow, it's really feeling warm in here. Now I've been in here for a little while. I bet you birds love that. That's why you guys are laying eggs in the dead of winter. And let's see, we just made this little T-post in the back. And more fencing, more hardware cloth. And I think I said I'm probably going to end up cutting out slots here to put in roll-away nesting boxes. So those will probably be like 18 inches deep, you know, 1 foot in the coop, 6 inches out. And then it'll be at an angle so that once the hens lay an egg, it rolls away from them, you know, rolls away from all the dirt and stuff. I mean, look at all that. You guys see how much poop they lay. Something like 2/3 of a chicken's manure is dropped in their sleep while they're perching. So yeah, I'll probably do another video on the roll-away nesting boxes because that's something that I think is really good to just put more DIY info out there. I mean, I've watched a couple videos and I think I'm gonna make some slight adjustments on their designs. That's kind of the same thing I did with this coop. I mean, if you look up, people call them different things, you know, mobile coops, chicken tractors, all kinds of different stuff like that. There's a lot of different designs, but I think mine is kind of a combination of other people's designs. You guys want to come out? You don't know what you want to do. You have no idea what you want to do. So let's finish picking up the skirt. Let's see, I think this is my next hook. Okay. And I'm hoping, because there's so much slack here with the tarp, I'm hoping that I can just kind of roll this up and lift the skirt up that way. I know I'm poking holes in my tarp, and this is not the most elegant design. Hey, leave that alone. I don't even know what that is. Piece of plastic. Alright, and let's see, here's the other end. Okay, I think the whole skirt is up now. Yes, it is. Oh, nope, except for the front. All right, so what's up, blonde? What you got to say? How are the rest of the skedar doing? That's where his name comes from, by the way, if you guys were wondering. I named him after the main antagonist of Perfect Dark. That's not food. God, you guys are so excited over nothing. All those silly chickens, Bardrock. All right, so close this door up. I think I got everything out from the inside there. Excuse you, Miss Hen. Okay, skirt is up. Here, I didn't really mean to do that. That's not a big deal. Excuse you. All right, so, oh, actually, put this on. Okay, I gotta do it this way. All right, so that just locks it on. You don't really gotta screw it down all the way. And take the other end of this chain. I think this chain's rated for like 1,000 pounds or something like that, so it's probably overkill for this coop. I mean, I've got no clue how much this coop weighs, and since it's on wheels, it's kind of hard to judge. All right, so you do need a little bit of strength to move this, and as you guys know, if you've ever watched some of my workout videos that I used to upload at Total Performance Sports, or that I would record at Total Performance Sports, I'm really good at pole. So we'll see how well this goes. Hopefully these birds don't get in my way. That's my main concern. Don't get run over. There we go. That went about as well as I could have expected it to. Oh, good Lord. I did not. There we go. I tell you guys, sleep is very essential for the brain to function. I was up late last night pulling a double at Chuck's, if you know what I mean. All right, so we can start putting the skirt back down. And those of you that grew up on a farm or have ever had the experience of cleaning out a chicken coop, you tell me, which would you rather do? Clean out a coop or move it to fresh grass every couple days like I just did? I think people would almost unanimously vote to move a coop instead of clean her out. Was good, AR. I'm going to leave one side open so that the birds can get in to get their food. I think they're all here. 2 reds, 2 barred rocks, 3 barred rocks, 5 reds. 5 reds, 3 barred rocks is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Feel like I'm missing one. 13, the Easter egg, okay. So they're all around here. And I'll go ahead and fill up their water. Hopefully they don't follow me. Yeah, it feels like they still got, I don't know, maybe half a gallon. I think I filled this 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago. Didn't I say not to follow me? What's going on here? I don't even have a food bucket. It's just water. It's just water, guys. All right, clean up this water bottle. So with these turkey waters, the trick is you kick this cap the bottom. Sheds are closed. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Cameras in the field probably are. The roosters are pretty much having an argument. Because there's all 4 of the roosters in the rooster cage crow, alpha rooster crows. The only one that doesn't crow is Mr. Blonde. So I don't know what his deal is. You know, maybe he's a metrosexual rooster. Maybe he thinks crowing is toxic masculinity. I don't know. I'm not an expert on chicken psychology, but I hope he'll end up mating the hens eventually, because I want to breed him. You know, keep him, the alpha rooster, and Big Red for breeding to get more of my own chickens. I think that crow right there was Old English. I know that's alpha rooster. I don't have all their crows memorized yet. It was actually kind of funny because when all the chickens were together, the only ones that really crowed were AR and Big Red. And as soon as I put all those roosters in a cage together and they had their little fight club experience, it's like the balls dropped and they all started crowing. What's up, Mr. Blonde? Oh, here they come. Everyone's following the Pied Piper. All right, so I'll put their water right here. Actually, I think that's too close to your perch. I want to put it right here. I don't want you guys pooping in your water on purpose. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the tarp is also wired on at the bottoms. So that keeps it from blowing away. Yeah, that water comes out just like that. So now, let's get their feeder. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds, 3 barred rocks inside, Easter egger, Mr. Blonde, alpha rooster, and the white hen's over there. Okay. So all chickens are accounted for. Yeah, let me take some of these as well. I wonder if I can take all 4. Let's see. Nah, I'll just take 2 at a time. All right, now I'm very proud of whichever one of you is laying an egg, but you need to lay the eggs in the box. You hear me? Lay the eggs in the box, not on the floor, in the box. Is there a barred rock tussle going on over here? Come here. You're gonna help me demonstrate your perch. Calm down. You're okay. Okay, so this perch basically works like so. There you go. quick little demonstration of it. Okay, and where's the feed buckets? Over here. All right, so you chickens are also getting a treat today. They've got, where did I put the treat? Oh, the treat's over there, okay. Okay, so their main food is corn and layer pellets. Can we get out of my way, please? Okay. Why are you on the bucket? Why are you on the bucket? Huh? Why are you on the bucket? Why are you on the bucket? Why are you on the bucket? Get off the bucket. Did you just peck me? Excuse you. Excuse you. We do not peck the farmer. We do not do that. The more you guys misbehave, the longer it's going to take for you to get fed. That was very rude, Barred Rock. That was rude. Don't do that. Excuse you. Get your head out of the bucket. Get your head out of the cup. No. Goodness gracious. Ridiculous birds. Let's see, are you all in here? 5 reds, 3 barred rocks is 8. Easter egger, white bird is 10. Eagle's 11. Mr. Blonde and AR is 13. All right, so we'll drop the skirt now. Yeah, I like to leave the skirt up because they seem to get confused by the human door. So I basically treat the skirt like a chicken door. Maybe I can get them a ramp or something to make it less confusing. I don't know. Again, any sneeders watching, feel free to leave your suggestions. Come on now. All right, flip this back over. And I'm gonna get some stuff to lay in the corners. Just to make sure that these little openings are sealed up good. All right, let me grab the other treat I got for you guys. So this is thrice washed pulled pork that didn't all get eaten for a little church Christmas event thing, which is fine. I've got chickens, and you can feed chickens everything but chicken. So I wash it to get some of the spices off, you know, most of the spices off, because chickens don't eat all those spices. And there you guys go. Yeah, little dinos. Getting lots of protein. Yeah, there you go. Eat up, Mr. Blonde, even though you don't lay eggs. You need to grow up to be a strong rooster. And I'll also give them some layer pellets so that they have the rest of what they need to lay eggs. layer pellets. Actually, I'll bring it in the sunlight so you guys can see. So I'll give them basically a scoop and a half of that. Since they got some pulled pork as well. And I'll be feeding them the rest of that pulled pork tomorrow. Yeah, I feed them, you know, food scraps and, well, actually, I think I have something else for them too. I think I have a banana peel to feed them. Let me see. Like I said, I feed my chickens everything but chicken. So, food scraps, you know, the ends of peppers with all the like seeds and whatnot. There's banana peel in here. Banana peels, great food for chickens. It's very appealing to them. Aha. Aha, aha. Yeah, they'll go for it eventually. The peel is definitely not their preference. Because like I said, they're dinosaurs, so they're gonna go for meat and, you know, I guess corn and other more calorie-dense foods. Alright, well, this hanging feeder basically doesn't hang, so I guess that's not too big of a problem. Alright. Give a scoop and a half of corn. Just to make sure they don't run out. This, hanging feeder is supposed to be able to support 25 birds, so, you know, this is going to be enough for 4 roosters. Okay. You guys might poop in it if it's there. Right here. All right. There we go. Roosters are fed, watered, and moved. And the hens are fed, watered, and moved. They got their treats. Make them fat and happy. You will lay the eggs. You will lay the eggs, Bard Rock. And Rhode Island Reds, one of you two laid an egg. So you are very good birds, very compliant. All right. And that's it for the farm chores. I'm Kenny with the Based Farm. Have a great day.